pulled the tough end of a wishbone. Howdy.
Afternoon.
Left Larson sucking wind then, eh?
If that is the phrase.
Well, your little vacation riot's over now. Time to give back what you've hijacked off me.
Let's try the lunchbox.
Well, kill her!
Hey!
You morons! Let's go.
What the heck was that? What? That-a-way. Probably just a fish. That'd be some fish, kid. Man, you have got to learn to chill. I'm going back inside. You coming? Steady. Here she goes.
We ready yet?
Hello and welcome back to our playthrough of Tomb Raider 1. This is level 13, Natla's Mines. Just as Lara retrieved the entire Scion, Natla and her goons showed up and relieved us of all 3 pieces. Not only that, she took all of Lara's weaponry and all her items, aside from her ammo and medipacks. And here we are at the first kind of modern day level without our noses inside some ancient tomb. But just how are we going to get out of here and get the Scion back? Well, let's begin. You should know by now, having played through Tomb Raider 1 with me, that we always check behind a waterfall for a hidden path. So all that work and all that effort to retrieve the Scion, and Natla just showed up at the end there and took it away from us. She's brought with her a host of baddies. That is, the bald guy, given name maybe, the cowboy, and the skater kid. The skater kid has our Uzis, by the way, and we just found them. So why is this called Natla's Mines? Well, I mean, the obvious answer, right, is that Natla had these set up because she was searching for something. Now, in the last level, Natla and her crew had taken their little yacht right before an old island that appears to be in ruins. I think it's safe to assume that Natla might have been trying to unearth Atlantis after it had, of course, succumbed to destruction because of the meteor. This is a comparatively ugly and sort of oppressive level. I mean, we've seen such beauty and such grandeur in ancient ruins, and this one is the first kind of modern, lifeless, dead sort of level. Alright, so Lara's attention has been drawn to this structure up here. Okay, whatever this contraption is requires 3 of a certain something. Considering that texture looks like an electrical box, you kinda can guess what they might be. That machine seems to operate the suspension of this little structure. Alright, so I've got some derelict mining habitats here. Let's just have a look around. Alright, so we've got a kind of conveyor belt and locked gate here. A locked gate there as well, and a movable block. We'll start here. Alright, another rusted switch over here. It has moved the wooden boat that we saw when we arrived. We'll head back there, but not just yet. I'm always dubious of doors that open of their own accord. This is a bit of a tricky one. Well, we certainly could have been flattened. Alright. Aha. Okay, let's check it out. It is a fuse. It seems we require 2 more for that contraption to work. Clearly the mine here is incredibly unstable. Okay, and we find ourselves back in that room we were in just a second ago. Alright. Lovely, and conveniently we're back where we started. Let's return to the boat now and see what that little movement gained us. Not how I intended to get down, but get down we did. Alright, that's a Natla branded boat engine there. And they also produce boat engines, I guess. Alright, lovely. Alright, a seeming dead end. But one of these blocks shines a little brighter than the rest. Another one. Oh, good, that's the end. Alright, it's caused a little minecart to move out of the way. Let's go find out what's behind it. So we don't quite know yet what Natla intends to do now that she has compiled the Scion in full. It's obvious that she sought the remains of Atlantis and wanted the Scion with her when she found it. Okay, now I'm pretty sure that that door opened a wooden gate to that conveyor belt little side alley, so let's head back. Bit of a back and forth in this level. I might speed this up a little bit just for the sake of momentum. Now if we peer through this broken barricade, we can see that there's a fuse down there, which we can't currently reach. But thanks to opening the gate, we might be able to find some controls to get it moving. Brilliant. Fuse number 2. Only one more to go. Let's head back to where the mine cart was and push ahead further into the mine. Now we need to assume that Natla's henchmen are going to be swarming around this mine looking for the entrance to Atlantis. We should be on our guard, because without weaponry, we are totally vulnerable. Excellent. The third and final fuse. Let's head back and use the machine. Now there's a reason I didn't press on into that room, and you'll see why soon enough. Just trust me on it. Okay, let's see what's inside this structure. All right. The force must have knocked the door wide open. Ah, thank God. Some weapons. Yes, they're only our base pistols, but if we run into any of Natla's goons, we're going to need some firepower. Before we explore the rest of the mine, I will draw your attention to secret number 1. Just up here. Very sneaky, isn't it? There's a door just beneath us, which I really don't trust, so I'm going to try and attempt to get into this little hole here. Lovely. Let's hope we get our guns back so we can actually use that ammo. Okay, now we need to kind of hop back over there past the sliding ramp. Alright, let's head back. Fantastic. We can leave this area, I think, and head further into the mine. At least now we have a fighting chance. Alright.
Ain't nothing personal.
What was that? Oh, gunfire. That would be the Cowboy took our magnums and he's using them against us. I was beginning to think he was bulletproof. Ah, fantastic. Our magnums are back, safe and sound. Now there's a lot of perilous pits and cracks in the flooring leading to scalding hot lava, so we should be very, very careful. So the mine has gotten so deep we have come across a pit of lava, a lava trail. Alright, just gonna take a little look around before we press on. A collapsed path. So we can see across this chasm that there is a switch and a path. Can't reach it from here though. We're gonna have to find a safe way down. Uh-huh. Alright, so we can see that there's lots of fissures and cracks in this wall we can probably use to shimmy across. Let's grab the medipack first, given that we are a little bit damaged from our little tussle with the Cowboy back there. That's his given name, by the way. So we can sort of understand that this has all been one giant conspiracy. Natla had planned to use us from the very, very beginning. Her goal was always Atlantis and the completed Scion. Yep, that slanted block scared me too. Alright, we're safe from the scalding hot lava here. Let's keep moving forward. I'm paranoid about boulders around every corner. And you can hear that lava bubbling and percolating. Thankfully, the lava hasn't enveloped all of the stonework, so we can use it to hop across the lava bed. Just gonna chuck a little metapack. And also equip some magnums, just in case any more of her goons are around. Or anything else for that matter. Just before we head down to the rest of the cavern, I will direct us to secret number 2, just over here. Yes, that is a boulder barreling down towards us. Ooh, that was close. It's too high to vault up here, so let's move the block. Alright, and I did spot, I think, a shotgun on the mine tracks, which I feel this path will lead us to. Yep. Ah, the glorious shotgun is ours again. We'll just have a little double check down this mine. No, it's a dead end. Let's head back. Alright. Secret number 2, done and dusted. Let's keep heading down the lava river. Although this one looks slanted, I think it's going to be alright. Excellent. Ah, solid ground. Ooh, that was close. TNT crates. Looks like they were trying to use some explosives to get further into the mine. There's a dead end here, or rather a collapsed room, and an opening up here that's too tall. We might need to grab one of these crates. Now I'm going to speed this up for you a little bit, just so we can get things moving. Alright, looks good. There's something so unsettling about ramps now. I expect boulders to fall from the sky everywhere. Interesting. Got a large pit here. Quite perilous with a lot of sloped surfaces. Aha. More unstable debris. Alright, so we've emerged above the lava river, but on the other side, where the switch is. You can see the dead cowboy there in the distance. Okay. Now that sounded to me like a bit of an explosion. I think it's best we go back and check the TNT crates to see what we've done. So as you can see, the TNT crate that we left here blasted a hole in the collapsed tunnel. Okay, so we've got a rather industrial looking room here. We should be on our guard. It's Skater Kid.
You firing at me? You firing at me, huh? Ain't nobody else here. You must be firing at me.
With our Uzis. Almost a De Niro kind of delivery there. You know what? It was him or us. He was the one that started it. Alright. Might chuck a health pack here. Now before we head further in, I'm going to just take a little look around. Feels good to have the Uzis back. We only got such a short time with them. Okay, interestingly, there's a little pocket of water here. We're gonna go for a swim just as soon as I grab these guys. Because in here is secret number 3. Alright, looks like Skater Kid was using these industrial platforms as a bit of a skating rink. Alright, let's make our way out of this room. Okay, I think we're good here. Now let's make our way out of this room. Nowhere is safe in this mine. Nice try. We've dispatched 2 of Natla's goons. There's only one more running around, and that's the bald guy. As you can see, Natla's mine is an absolute tangle of corridors, tunnels. But that looks very, very promising. Okay, we're seeing some strange, maybe iron or brass kind of texture here. We're definitely onto something. This section here is rather maze-like, and because the textures look absolutely identical, it's difficult to gauge where to go. With the original non-high definition textures, it was far more obvious which blocks you can move. But just trust me for the moment. Alright, we can see here, this is a door. We're going to have to find a way to open it. Alright, so I actually think we need to pull that block to reveal something on the other side. Pretty sneaky, isn't it? I remember this was very tricky as a kid. Alright. Let's head back up there. I think we've got to head back to where we pulled the other switch, because it opened the door just beyond it. Yep.
Say cheese!
Whoa. That must be the bald guy, but I am relieved to be out of that maze. That was close. And the last of Natla's henchmen is down. Take a look at this. Looks like Almost like the walls of a pyramid-like structure, right? 2 enormous doors, and something we need to insert to open them. If we look closely, we can see some of the walls of the pyramid are recessed. We might be able to jump across them. Oops. Alright, we're almost there. Excellent. Now that might have opened the door on this opposite little structure over here that I noticed. Yep. Aha. This certainly looks ancient and mystical, doesn't it? Let's have a look. It is the pyramid key. So, as we are faced with this structure, we can safely assume that all of Natla's mine was set up to reach this particular ancient looking pyramid, whatever it is. Let us venture forth and see what is inside. Dark and gloomy ahead. Catch you guys in the next level.